Hey, y'all in Houston living y'all best life. I'm talking about giving it out. You got motherfuckers fucking in cars, window wide the fuck open, not giving no fuck.
Baby, listen, I know a lot of you have heard about what happened in Houston, Texas. Look, I did not know that Houston, Texas was the place to be for spring break. Usually it's, Florida or somewhere at the beach or something. But no, for a lot of young black people, it was Houston, Texas. And baby, people are going in, especially towards black women because of how they were dressed at this event, the rodeo and the carnival, which is a family event. And I have a trigger warning to show you some things that they were wearing. Were there a splash of women who were not black who were dressed ratchet? Yes, but the bulk, the majority that people saw were black women who wanted to bring the club and being a hoochie mama at this event, not knowing how to dress at all. And they actually enforced a dress code immediately. And there are people who feel like, look, black women embarrass the race. They don't know how to dress, bonnets in public, that this is not an isolated event. The Carnival Cruise, Daytona Beach, everywhere. And like I said before, the hood aesthetic has become the dominant culture. Ghetto hip hop, toxic hip hop culture has become the dominant culture. Jerry Springer, Bebe's kids running around out of order, not being raised right, not knowing how to dress. This is not an isolated event. No, it's not, because where I worked before, they had to put out a dress code through the emails because a lot of the black women did not know how to dress like a professional coming to the job in leggings and everything. And they had to put out emails to say, you need to dress better when you come here. Okay. And I'm not saying this always happens, but this is a very real thing. This is not, people are saying, where did this come from? What's going on with us? What are you talking about? There have always been ghetto black people within our race who act ratchet, loud, too hyper, have no class, don't know how to dress. This has been going on since the early 1900s, even a little before that, but especially the 1900s. This has always happened. There are different classes within our race, okay? And that's something that you're not allowed to talk about. If you talk about it or you put them down for how they behave and act, oh, you're classist. Oh my God, you're the boule. Oh my goodness, you're of the something society. Oh my goodness, you're acting like a colonizer. All this other bull crap. I don't care whatever. You just can't say anything. I do like that I'm seeing black women and men who are speaking up to show the world we don't all act like this or behave like this or dress like this. Okay, we don't agree with that, and are actually supporting the dress code that they just implemented. And I'm going to share with you videos from the public about what happened in Houston, Texas. Baby, I'm going to show you the picture right now. There was one video I couldn't upload where they were having smecks in the car with their windows down. It was two black women with their boyfriend, and one of them, they had the windows down, and you just see him going in having smecks, and people are looking, recording it and everything. A few splash of fights and everything, and booty cheeks just hanging out, turning it into the ghetto. And it's just a mess. Okay, I'm looking at my notes real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. So let me show you this real quick. All right, we have, look at this. I was looking at this photo. There was no black women except her, and at least in that part of the line. And look, you're seeing what you're seeing. Those are not Daisy Dukes. It's all the way up her butt. That's her butt. Her butt cheeks are out, y'all. Her butt cheeks are out, and she's wearing cowgirl boots. A child is literally standing with his mother right there. I'm like, so you're telling me as a black woman, again, half of y'all, people can't correct some of you, because when we do, oh, who are you to say anything? Mind your business. Only God can judge me. All this other stuff. Oh, she don't represent me. Yes, the hell she does represent you. Every time y'all go out, being 6% of the population is black women, every time you go out, you are representing us, okay? And when y'all go out in large numbers looking a hot mess, they think there go them black women again. They don't have any couth. They have no class. They don't know how to dress for an event or around children. Oh my God, they're ratchet. They're ghetto. Just, oh my goodness. So look, her butt cheeks are out, y'all. That's what she wore. Here's a group. Look at that. Big old butts with their butt cheeks literally hanging out, their rolls hanging out, wearing something like a bikini top, dressing like they're going out to a club. To me, they're dressed like strippers. Why are you dressed like strippers at a family event or rodeo? Even if it wasn't a family event, why do y'all come out like this? Why do y'all come out like this? Yes, other races have their ratchets, but damn, this has become so common all over the place. Jerry Springer, Bebe's kids out, just out. Your mothers didn't teach you how to dress. Your grandma didn't teach you how to dress. They probably was ratchet too, half of them. And this is how y'all coming out, okay? Now, this was a white or Hispanic woman with a bad BBL. Now, she looks trifling too. Her booty cheeks is hanging out. Okay. Now, this was an example of some decent outfits to wear at the rodeo. I wasn't sure if this was AI or real women at the rodeo. There were black women who were dressed nice and not like a hoochie mama, but there were a significant amount of them who also were dressed like strippers. Okay. A bad look for black women. Okay. But this is a cute outfit. Very cute. Come on now. I would wear this to the rodeo. This is cute. She has shorts on, but she has a long jean cardigan jacket where her booty cheeks, you can't see her booty cheeks. Okay. You have, this is cute. Now her tatas are a little exposed, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. They still look good. They still look decent. Okay, this is a cute jean dress outfit right here. This is still appropriate. She doesn't look too scandalous. And people are going in on black women and some black men. But there are also black women and men who are, they know that we don't all dress like that. And look, I have to call out black men too, though. Can y'all please learn how to dress again? For the past 20 something years since Lil Wayne, I have seen you fall like I have never seen. Y'all have made hood aesthetics the common thing. Sag in the pants for years, tattoos all over your body, tattoos all over your face, unkept hair a lot of times. I'm sick of it. Y'all look just as fucked up as the women do, a number of you. Please get it together and represent and go back to looking clean cut. Y'all often say you want 90s fine back a lot. Go back to that, okay? I didn't see black women getting all these tattoos until Lil Wayne. I'm tired of it, okay? So, look, I'm going to be quiet. No, not all black women are ghetto and hoochie mamas and can't dress, but there's a number who can't. A lot of you go to job interviews wearing jeans and sneakers, the men and the women, showing up to events looking tacky, stuff all over your nails, these all types of stuff, just tacky. If you're going to go back to something, go back to 90s fine, go back to 1950s fine, Dorothy Dandridge type of stuff. I mean, because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy on Carnival Cruise. People were saying everywhere, Daytona Beach. And your greatest mistake was making toxic hip hop culture our dominant culture. Whereas we go to other countries and people honestly think we want to be called the N word because y'all say this so much, and y'all are following these women rappers twerking everywhere. And I constantly see y'all on social media always twerking in your drawers or something like that. Like, can y'all please stop it? Stop making Jerry Springer, Bebe's kids type of stuff the dominant culture. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And there are a number who are also sick of it. And honestly, a lot are not going to listen. You can't say anything when you're a black person, especially a black woman like me, who says something. You get called a coon, a sellout, mind your business. Who are you to judge? Don't throw rocks and all this other bull crap and all that. But yet, when people start talking and going in and thinking this is how black women are, because nobody says anything or it's becoming the norm, then you get embarrassed or offended and all that other stuff. When people say stop coming out in your pajamas, whatever, you know, y'all might listen to Charleston White, but when it's someone like me or Candace Owens, oh, we get cursed out with the quickness. So I personally believe it's beyond repair. There are different classes within Black America. And if you say anything, oh, you're being elitist if you don't want to associate with these type of women and some of these men. I don't care what you call it. I don't care how you feel about it. There are differences, and I don't want these type of women showing up like that representing me. I don't hang out with women who don't know how to dress. You don't know how to dress for certain events. You don't have enough sense to know not how to dress, and then get offended if someone says you look stank, you look scandalous, you have no decorum about yourself, you don't have any class, and all of this other stuff. And I don't like seeing the men look ratchet either. And this didn't help us. And it just made people say, look at them again. Like it's always them at large. Like, what is wrong? What's going on? And then there are Black people saying, oh, what happened to us? What's wrong with us? What happened? This has always been a thing. Forever, for years, for decades, there have been Black people who don't know how to act in public, who are loud, who are trifling, ghetto, don't know how to dress, dress scandalous, have no class at all. And if you say anything, they're just going to say, well, I'm Black, and oh, you're trying to be white. I don't care what you call it. Whatever, say whatever you want to say. Okay, this has always happened. I had mentioned Freaknik. Freaknik, someone posted a picture like, oh, well, they weren't dressed so bad. Yeah, but they were doing things in cars and stuff. Stuff happened at Freaknik. Okay, Juvenile's backed that thing up. Yeah, it was a popular song, but you had the women shaking it and all that. They weren't as naked though. And it's okay to dance and everything, but it's just getting worse. It's not new. It's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. That's all. That's all you're seeing is getting worse. And there are people saying, well, what are Black people going to do to correct this? Honestly, there's nothing much you can do at large. You can say something and you'll just get told off to mind your business or shamed for it and all of that. And some might want to fight you for approaching them in public, trying to correct them and everything. And I mean, you can publicly shame, you can shun, you can dissociate yourself and all that other stuff. You can try to give classes and try to help, but there are some of them who can't be helped. They don't want to be helped, and they will tell you off for it. And then they'll say, well, what about other races of women? Yeah, other races of women can be hoochie mamas, but who was the main woman up in there that people saw looking like hoochie mamas, looking like trash, and representing their race bad? Okay, so it is what it is. I want to share with you now the videos of what people are saying about this and what happened. Again, before I do, let me show you this real quick. Now, here's an outfit that she wore. No, look how short those shorts are. Her butt cheeks are out. She's beautiful. It's actually a cute outfit, but the shorts are just too short. And you can't tell the women anything, some of them. She looked really nice in the middle, but it was not appropriate. A family event. The other outfits were okay. Some of these shorts, too short. No, too short. These outfits were somewhat okay. It's not as bad as what I saw. Look, when you're working with some booty and hips, you can't wear certain things because your butt is literally hanging out. Okay, it's too damn short. People said this was really cute. It's too short, especially on the right. Her butt cheeks are literally almost out. It's too damn short, in my opinion. It's not as bad, but it's too short.
Hey, y'all in Houston living y'all best life. I'm talking about giving it out. You got motherfuckers fucking in cars, window wide the fuck open, not giving no fuck. You got motherfuckers paying $2,500 for a section, baby. What? Here you got motherfuckers paying $100, $200 to get in the club. Oh yeah, Houston up right now.
After seeing a lot of the videos going around about the Houston Rodeo, just know next year, whatever strict ass rules they enforce, I 100% fully support that, because y'all, that shit is out of line. Like, that shit is embarrassing for us. Like, that shit don't make no sense. And I'm talking about whatever rules, from the way you dress. And yes, women, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, y'all asked and now y'all shall receive. Yes, the Houston Rodeo has put a dress code on entering into the rodeo and the carnival. They're now saying, as of today, March 17th, 2026, you will no longer be allowed to enter the grounds of the carnival or the rodeo if you don't meet their dress code requirements. Now, hey, I'm just telling you what they saying. Now, I know a lot of people, that was one of the complaints this year, that a lot of people were saying that the dress code was just outrageous. Women were coming in there half naked, you know, showing off their cheeks and their boobs. And I get it. It's a family event. And you still have to be mindful that children are walking around. And everybody don't want their children exposed to that. So I get that. Ladies, we're going to have to learn that we can dress sexy but still keep it cute and classy at the same time. We ain't got to go out there and show off our boobs and have our ass clapping when we walking. We don't, especially when you are in an environment where there are children around. Children. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now y'all have to be mindful. Next year, when we out shopping for our rodeo gear, now you got to have a dress code in mind. Now you got to follow a dress code because y'all just didn't know how to fucking act this year with letting everything hang loose. You ain't got to show everybody what your mama gave you. It don't have to be like that. Learn how to cover up and keep it cute and classy at the same time. So now that y'all done got these folks' attention, they listening. So, I mean, what else y'all feel like need to change? Y'all said the dress code. They've changed the dress code. So we still have a week here in Houston for the Houston Rodeo and Carnival. Just know, as of today, if you planning on taking your family out to the carnival and to the rodeo, that there's a dress code that's being enforced, and they will not let you in unless you meet those requirements. Now, here's a clipping of the requirements. Y'all take a screenshot of this, send it to whoever you need to send it to let them know they better make sure they following this dress code before they decide to load up the family and head to the carnival. All right, y'all, leave y'all thoughts down in the comment section. We're going to talk about it there. Child, let me go mind my own business. Bye.
Native Houstonian here. Don't tell us how we should feel about the rodeo that we've been going to since we were children and our parents have been going to since they were children. The rodeo is a children-friendly event. It is a family-friendly event. All that money that's spent at the rodeo gets donated to children's organizations. It's a fundraiser. I literally just saw someone say, well, after dark, kids don't need to be out there. Bitch, you're an out-of-towner. Don't tell us where to bring our kids to our event that we've been going to since we were fucking kids, bitch. Because when we were kids, guess what? We were there after dark. You know why? Because it's a child-friendly event. It's one of the few events that children are actually welcome after dark. I saw someone else saying, well, it's not a kid-friendly event because they have alcohol. Okay, they have alcohol at Astros games. Does that mean you can't bring your kids to an Astros game? Of course, there are some things for the parents, but overall, it is a child-friendly event. It is a family-friendly event. Just because they serve beer and wine doesn't mean that you're not allowed to bring your children and it's not a family-friendly event. They have mutton busting at the rodeo. It's a carnival. They have piglet races. They have face painting. It is a family-focused event. It is a fundraiser for children's organizations. I don't need any out-of-towners using their out-of-town tacky ghetto bullshit as a guideline for how the rodeo is supposed to operate. From sun up to sundown, it's a child-friendly event. Alcohol or no alcohol, it's a child-friendly event. Dress and act accordingly.
Man, when we mess something up, man, we mess up something good for everybody. For everybody. So now it's been announced on the news today. It was announced yesterday, but I seen it on the news today, Texas News, that the Houston Rodeo is implementing a new dress code because of all the things that's recently happened this rodeo of 2026. You guys know how long the rodeo has been around, man. Rodeo's been around before a lot of y'all was even born, thought of, before y'all moms and dads was even born. But in 2026, we had to just go mess it up. Now with all of the weird stuff that's going on down there with our own people, it's always us, man. It's always us that take something good and mess it up. That's the reason why a lot of the clubs in the neighborhoods are closed down, because people are moving their clubs to different cities and states because there's always something going on at the clubs with our people that's messing up the whole entire establishment. You take the Houston Rodeo, for example, a multi-billion-dollar a year company, multiple vendors there, small children, farmers, church people, like judges, lawyers, people in high places, and we got to go down there with little bitty skimpy little shorts on so the little bitty kids can see this stuff, man. We take something so good and mess it up, and then we do this stuff and act like it's cute, and then we get online bragging about how good we was looking, how I'm a baddie. You're not a baddie. A baddie don't have to do all that. If a person claims that they're a baddie, you don't have to do all that extra stuff to get attention, being thirsty. Nobody really cares about that stuff. But the thing is, now the Houston Rodeo is implementing a new dress code. Whatever happened to just a nice pair of shorts, a pair of cowboy boots, and a nice little cowboy hat? Or a nice pair of jeans, even though it's hot sometimes, a nice pair of jeans, a nice pair of shorts or something. So now the rodeo is saying, no, we're not going for that anymore. You know, I know the rodeo want to say a lot of stuff, but they can't legally say it without getting in trouble. But I can say it. It's our people, man. It's always our people that's taking something and messing it up good, messing up something so good. And I really don't care what nobody say. If you offended by what I say, then you're one of the ones I'm talking about, who don't care how you leave the house looking, have no respect for little children, man. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say, man. It's a shame that we can't have nothing good, man. And then y'all hear about what happened this spring break weekend at the rodeo. Once again, our people, the footage shows it, our people right there again, acting the fool, just pulling out pew-pews, fighting, pulling knives out. It's the same stuff, man. Like, what is going on, man? You guys comment, let me know what y'all think of this new rodeo dress code that they're implementing. And thanks for watching.
So, the white man made y'all go and fight at the rodeo? Did the white man make y'all dress in all that provocative gear? The white man, the white man, the white man. That's that white man's rodeo. He didn't enjoy going to that rodeo for damn near 100 years. And you done showed up and showed out and brought all this negative attention to the rodeo. You a damn fool if you don't think that they gonna have dress code. You a damn fool if you don't believe that they are gonna discriminate. And they should discriminate against your ass, because you don't know how to go somewhere and behave. And you want an excuse to act out your body, and when you get caught up in ridicule, the first thing you like to do is point the finger and say that it's racism. You want to scream racism and it's the white man's fault. But the white man didn't have you show up and act ratchet. That's what your black ass decided to do. So, I know you're going to call me a coon, but guess what you're not going to be doing next year? Going to the rodeo doing what you want to do. And let this be a message to everybody that's coming into the city. He's paying attention to what you're doing in the city and going to put restrictions on that too. We need a facelift in our community. I told you we have the most perverse. The black culture is the most perverse culture in the world. And this spring break and this rodeo is proving that we can see it. Prove me wrong.
I blame all of y'all for what's going on in Houston, because I distinctly remember a lot of men, a lot of the older women, a lot of the girls who dress modestly get on this app and say, hey, listen, a lot of the girls are doing too much with their outfits, or as it were, too little with their outfits. And everybody's saying, oh no, we're all adults, we can dress how you want, which fair enough. But then when you have the Houston Rodeo, people showing up with cheeks hanging out to a kid-friendly event, don't get mad. This is the logical conclusion to, you can't tell me what to do because I'm grown. This is the logical conclusion to that. It started out with the bonnets, then it went to the pajamas in public. Then it went to like the booty shorts that y'all had. Now it's just straight up, we out in our underwear now. This is the logical conclusion to all the steps there where everybody was like, hey, y'all doing too much. Let's try and roll that back a bit. And y'all was like, oh, purity culture, all these other things. Why are y'all shocked now that they showing up to a kids event dressed like strippers? Why are y'all shocked?
y'all getting on here saying that Houston rodeo needs a dress code is literally the ramifications of us telling y'all that you should not go out into public with bonnets, pajama pants, all of that. You should take pride in your appearance when you go out into public. Like, we're literally seeing a trickle-down effect. It started with, oh, I can wear a bonnet and my hair wrapped up in public. Oh, I can, wear pajamas in public. Oh, I can wear see-through clothing in public. Uh-oh, somebody's in my business. Anyways, we're looking at a trickle-down effect. So now you've raised a culture of people, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can show up however I want. People can't judge me. Only God can judge me. And so now that's what the generation behind us is now proving. Or my generation too, technically. So you got to pick a side. Literally, the people who wear they're behind out, the people who have on see-through clothing, and I've seen it all. I've been locked in on Houston rodeo outfits, child. These are the people that will wear a bonnet in public. These are the people that will argue down to wear a bonnet or to wear pajama pants in the airport. No regard, no respect, for their appearance or anything. We're literally watching in real time the way things unfold. It's interesting, right?
We wonder why so many people recoil away from us. They don't recoil away from us because of the color of our skin. That's foolish. They recoil away from us because our culture sucks. And I know that's a lot for a lot of people to take in, because we're supposed to be nice. We live in a very PC culture, but you're not going to get that from me. Our culture, black culture, sucks. It just does. Nobody wants to live around it. We have to look at how black culture has so put an impression in people's minds that that's something that they want to get away from, and not something that they want to be associated with. It's 100% cultural. The fact is, black culture today is in such shams that it causes people to recoil away from it. Before the 1960s, the man to aspire to be in the black community was the pastor, the entrepreneur, and the father. Those were the three.
Wow.
What we've managed to do since the 60s, going into the 70s, there was something called blaxploitation films. Blaxploitation films were films that glorified things that used to be taboo in black culture, namely pimping, hustling, drug selling, being a degenerate. They glorified all these things in the 70s films. And it wasn't something that the whites or the Jews were doing to us. No, you have black actors who are all too willing to play the part. As you get into the 80s, into the 90s, you have the introduction of gangster rap, and you have the introduction of all these things which are leaning heavy into this degenerate culture. If you look at black and white photos from the 40s of black families and white families, you see no distinguishable difference. They dress the same, they look the same, they walk the same, they take care of their families the same, everything's the same. There's no emphasis on being black and being separate and being different. You don't get that until the 70s with the say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, this kind of black culture, like leaning into blackness, wearing the African garb, naming your kids African sounding names. You have this kind of desire to separate ourselves, to be other than.
Wow.
And what are all the results of that? Well, you see a widening of disparities. This is what Thomas Sowell talks about. It used to be the fact that 3 out of 4 kids were growing up in a 2-parent household in the black community. Now we're in a situation where 70+% of black kids are growing up with a mother and no father in the home. So how do you explain this other than a shifting in culture?
Yeah.
And so where we used to look to our fathers, entrepreneurs, and pastors as an example or as something to aspire to be, we now look to the rappers, the film producers and things of this nature. How is it that Jay-Z, and I'm not going to knock his hustle or anything like that, but like Jay-Z brags about the fact that he used to be a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? All of these guys, like the athletes and things of this nature, they're making a lot of money, which there's nothing wrong with making money. You'll never hear me talk negatively about somebody making money. But that, in a lot of our minds, is enough to put them in a place of high regard and high status. And so from there, we then look at their lifestyle, and that's what we aspire to be.
I just want to say it is a damn shame that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has to close the carnival early. This is why we can't have nothing nice. Why can't you just go somewhere and act right? It's very simple. This goes back to my earlier video from a while back. People just don't give a shit these days about literally anything. There's kids there. There's families at the carnival. Now you ruined it for everybody. Good job.
If you're a Black American, I need you to stay right here. If you're not, I'll give you a few seconds so you can go on and scroll on by. Great. Okay. We need to have a talk. You know, it comes to a point where supporting and defending your community just is, it becomes so exhausting that you feel this frustration and you start to understand why people have the Black fatigue that they talk about. The Houston Rodeo, a family event. You have people there fighting, stealing, acting like menace to society, lawlessness, at an event that's supposed to be a fun, family-oriented event. You have Ruth Chris now saying, hey, we don't want to do this, but you guys are forcing our hand. We're going to have to enforce a dress code policy because how you guys are coming in here with your pants sagging, looking sloppy, all of these things we just cannot allow. So then you sit back and you wonder why other races will say, we have Black fatigue. Guess what? I'm Black and I have Black fatigue. I am tired of the wrong type of people in our community, because let me preface this is not all Black people. This is not. You have people over here making life miserable for other fellow Americans because you have no manners, you have no standards, you have no morals. I don't care how you were brought up. If you were raised in the hood, if you were raised in a suburb, I don't care. Having character and manners will always take you far. So no, I don't blame people when they say, no, we don't want your kind over here. I'm hesitant. I don't blame them. I do not. Because if anything, what it shows is that you cannot call a pattern of facts racism and stereotype. Stereotypes all come from a truth. What a concept.
See how shaming works? We all got together and said that attire at the rodeo was bad. We all did that. We all got together and we condemned that behavior. And the Houston Rodeo has now enforced a dress code. So when you think that your speech can't make things move, you're wrong. Remember, the spoken word is possibly one of the most powerful things on earth. Creation began with the word. So when we see wrong and we call it out, we can make change.
I really stand on it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like y'all love talking about Black women so much. It's so many other ways that y'all could have came on this app and said, hey, they probably need to put a dress code. You know, y'all need to put some clothes on because this is a kid event. Because honestly, I never been to the rodeo. And when I was hearing about it on TikTok, I did not know it was a fucking playground. I didn't know it was a kid event. If you know anything about the rodeo in Vegas, like I didn't know. So just imagine if I would have went and I would have had on some hoochie coochie shorts because I thought this was a grown up event. It's just like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But y'all so disrespectful and y'all want to say motherfuckers don't have no class, no morals. Like a outfit tells you a bitch don't got no class, an outfit tell you a bitch don't have no morals. Like that shit blows my mind because let me not go there. It's a lot of things that you guys do that we can say the same thing about not having morals, not having self-respect, but it's no need to go there. Y'all do too much sometime on this app.
Okay, so that is it for this video. I need to know, what do you think? How do you feel about this? It definitely was an L for a lot of Black women. You can say that Black women don't represent you all you want to, but yes, they do. They do. Okay, we're only like 6% of the population as black women, and when black women go out, they represent you. And when you keep seeing this happen in many different states, it sticks. It sticks. Those stereotypes stick. And people think that black women don't have class. And when they think that you don't have class, you don't know how to dress, they also think they wouldn't want you to be someone's mother. They wouldn't want you raising kids. There have been people who literally say, who have said, oh, black women can't raise kids, or they shouldn't be raising kids because you cannot raise productive, classy little girls. You're raising ratchet little girls that won't be respected within society or get chosen to be picked as wives by people. Okay, is there some truth to that? Yes, there is. Not to all black women, but it exists. It's a real thing. And every group has people in their group that's trashy and low class. The problem is that a number of us refuse to separate from that trash, shun that trash, and let the world know we don't agree with it, and a lot don't do that. You think we're all black and, we have to all stick together and all of that and claim every damn body and have everybody represent us. It's like, no, I don't want trashy black women like Sexy Red and the women, some of those women over there that came there. I don't want them representing me. I don't hang out with women like that who don't know how to dress. You're not coming out with me and dress like that. No, I don't hang with women like that at all. It's embarrassing and it's trashy. No, with their booty cheeks out like that. No, especially at a family event. No, no. And I don't care who gets mad about it. And I'm happy that more black people are speaking up about it. And I don't know if this will change anything. I don't know if this will make them think, oh my God, let me learn how to dress better and more classy, you know. They implemented, again, a dress code. So now you don't have a choice. You're not coming up in there and diminishing this and ruining it and making it ghetto and trashy. They're not having it. And the other races of women, a sprinkle of them who didn't know how to dress either. Okay, they're not having it, and this is a real problem. And it's something that y'all don't want to admit to. You're always trying to blame a white person for it. It's ridiculous, it's weak, it's pathetic. Okay, some of y'all just were not raised well. Your mothers didn't raise you well, or your fathers and your grandmothers. And you let your children grow up watching nothing but BET and hip hop videos and watching these women rappers, and they honestly think that's who they need to be, and that's who they are, and that's their culture. And they emulate that. That is a fact. Okay? That is a fact. It does exist, and it's a problem. It is a problem. Michelle Obama and Sukiyana are two different types of women. It is. And I don't care if you have a problem with those of us that know that and say that. Or you'll say, oh, y'all are boule. You're of the society. Oh, you're a colonizer. You think you're better. Yes, I do think I'm better than ratchets. As far as in some areas. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect now. It doesn't mean, I'm perfect. It doesn't mean that at all. But as far as knowing how to carry myself in public, knowing how to dress, not only for myself, I'm representing myself. I'm representing black women. If there are kids around, if I have a man, some of the stuff y'all wear, I would never wear some of that and embarrass myself and my man like that, And you can't say something to some of y'all. Y'all just don't listen. So that's why. And believe me, I said black men, a lot of them can't dress either. It's horrible to see. That's not all of us or all of who we are, but it's getting ridiculous. Baby kids have gone wild, and my opinion, beyond repair. And what can you really do except just talk about it and let them know you don't agree? And you can say things. There have been black women saying things about wearing the pajamas in public. Monique, again, when she said something, and she wasn't the first one, she was bullied and told to be quiet and all of that. So just go ahead. Keep doing what y'all doing, some of y'all out here. It makes me sick because I don't want to be dragged down. I don't dress like that. And I don't act inappropriately in public and everything. And look, I'm a lady. So I have this picture up here because these are black women who passed away. And if y'all don't get it together, it will be the death of you as black women. I mean, we already have terrible stereotypes. And when you see these type of things, it damn sure don't help us. It doesn't help us at all. Okay? It is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And how will that be corrected? You can try to. I mean, there are some black women with classes on how to have etiquette and be better, but it's not heavily promoted or pushed. I'm like, baby, how did you go from Dorothy Dandridge to what we're seeing now, Jerry Springer, Bebe's kids? Like, how I know what happened. It was hip hop culture. It was hip hop culture. Get mad, deny it all you want to. It was hip hop culture. Your greatest damn mistake you ever did, especially introducing that to your damn daughters. Okay? Yeah, I might like some hip hop songs, but I don't emulate that. And I'm not doing the twerking. I'm not talking to men a certain way disrespectfully. I'm not sagging my pants. Just, Lord, I'll have to save that for another video. Okay? We're not all like that, but it has become a problem, a significant problem. Okay? Significant. And it's hurting black women, especially those of us who don't act like that or agree with that. Okay? We want to be able to go places and have be respected. I don't deserve to get discriminated against just because they are hoochie mamas and hood rats running around. I'm not like that, and I shouldn't be treated that way. But it hurts us. It hurts us. I think our ancestors would be rolling in their damn grave to see some of what we're seeing today. The ancestors who were trying to be progressive and wanted us to move up in society and be a respected people. My goodness gracious. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Okay, maybe some might do better with all this shaming going around. Maybe they might get it together and stop this. So that's all I have to say. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'll talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.